I'm Miss Kristi. I am the owner and lead teacher of Once Upon a Preschool, which is now known as Tiny Roots Preschool. We have an amazing new program and a new outdoor STEAM lab classroom, as well as a separate entrance to our school, no longer walking through a home, but has its own entrance. It's going to be, oh my goodness, so exciting. I am so excited for you to join our program. I want to tell you more about us and what makes us unique. If you ask yourself, why choose Tiny Roots Preschool? Let me tell you why. Why choose Tiny Roots? First of all, we are a micro school, which means we are a small program that is developed specifically for students ages 3 to 5. And the way that I run my program is to help these students not only be ready for kindergarten, but also enjoy this really fun time of being a 3-year-old, a 4-year-old, a 5-year-old. It's supposed to be fun. I want them to learn and spark that love of learning and have fun with it. Kindergarten is not what it used to be. I remember when I was in kindergarten, I had a play kitchen in the corner and there was Play-Doh and paint and easels. It's not like that anymore, unfortunately. And students in kindergarten now are expected to be able to recognize sight words. By the end of kindergarten, they're supposed to be able to read. They're doing advanced math problems and writing, and it's amazing what they can do, but they need to be ready for it. So that first experience with school, the first time they get into kindergarten, it's not overwhelming and they can feel confident in themselves. So that's why they start here at Tiny Roots Preschool. We make it fun to learn and love learning. So when they get to kindergarten and they have this new environment with new students and maybe a bigger school and all these different things that are new, the academics and the classroom skills and the social skills, that's not new. They've learned that here with me at Tiny Roots Preschool. They've learned how to sit and listen to a teacher. They've learned how to raise their hand. They've learned how to follow multi-step directions. They've learned the math skills, the phonics skills, the writing skills that they're going to need to know for kindergarten. So they come in confident and ready to learn. At Tiny Roots Preschool, we aren't just an academic program. We are an advanced academic program, absolutely. And we have an amazing curriculum I've crafted over 12 years of teaching. I am continually changing my program and changing how I teach and what I teach, because I change as my students change, as I notice what they need, which is why I actually did this big change of Tiny Roots Preschool. We used to be called Once Upon a Preschool, and we were a home-based program. We have switched to being a micro school, and we are Tiny Roots Preschool, which is more of an outside focus and an outdoor focus. We have a new outdoor STEAM lab that's being built right now that's going to have so many cool art centers and technology engineering centers. It's going to have sensory bins and all this fun ways for students to explore and learn that's hands-on and outside. It's going to be covered and it's going to have air conditioning, so it'll be great for when it's a little bit warmer. We'll still be covered and we'll be got the AC, so we'll be good. And then we also will have all of our outdoor time. We have a great large playground. We use it for recess, absolutely, but we also use it for writing activities, and we'll do our phonics out there. We'll do math out there. I'll take my students out and I will hide sight words or letters all over the playground, and I'll send them out with a clipboard and they practice writing the words or the letters as they're searching for them all over the playground. They're up and they're moving. It's fun. It's exciting, because I want students to love to learn. And I also know that they are young, they are little learners, and so they need to be moving. Their bodies can't be sitting at a desk or a table all day, not yet. So let's give them this preschool years to really get to move and play and have fun. They're still gonna get that academic content that they absolutely need for kindergarten, but they're gonna do it in a fun, hands-on way that they love. They love to come to school. My students here at Tiny Roots Preschool absolutely love coming to school every day. If you've ever toured a preschool, you've probably heard the words play-based program or advanced academic teacher-led, teacher-directed learning. We at Tiny Roots Preschool, we have both of those things in our program. We are actually a very unique program. We're kind of a hybrid where we mix play-based learning with teacher-led learning, teacher-directed learning in advanced academics. And we also add in our outdoor element where we use our outdoor space for PE and for music and for math and writing. And we have our STEAM lab, and we get to do lots of up and moving activities. So we have such an amazing hybrid of play-based learning where our students are getting to do hands-on fun activities. They're getting to play in centers. They get to do pretend grocery store and pretend house. They get to play with some of the things they love, blocks and Legos. They also get to do creative things. We get to do painting and art, all kinds of fun paper building and like collages. I can't even, there's just so much. We have so much fun with it. But we also get the teacher-led and teacher-directed advanced academics, and they also get to do student-led learning. So I will set up centers that are our academic centers. So there might be a center on the table that the students are playing a sight word game, or they might be playing a math game where they're counting little pieces, little animals and trying to compare which one has more. They might be playing a game where they're using Play-Doh and scissors with fine motor skills. And so the student-directed learning is where they get to choose which of those centers they want to play in. Every center that I set up is academic-based. It's all learning and all helping all these skills they need to learn, but they get to choose which of those they want to explore. So that's part of our day. We also have a part of our day that's unstructured learning. That's where we have our free choice and our recess and our STEAM lab, where they may play in any way that they want in any of those spaces, and it's completely up to them and it's unstructured. I set out the activities, but it's more just what can you do with these materials? How can you play and build, and what can you cook in the pretend kitchen, and what can you find in the sensory bin, and how do you make those materials fun and exciting? And then we also have our teacher-directed learning, which is when we're going to be, Miss Kristi's going to be up in the front of the classroom and instructing. And even when we're doing that teacher-directed learning, it's still a game. It's still an activity. We're going to work on learning the beginning sound of a word, but we're going to play musical chairs to do it. We'll put, different pictures on the chairs, and we go around and we talk about it. It's all fun and exciting because learning should be fun at this age. Learning should be fun always, but especially at the preschool age. I could go on and on and on about what makes Tiny Roots Preschool unique. As you can probably tell, I could just talk about it forever. A lot of things that parents tell me when they come to our school and they tour, or they come and meet me, is they tell me that they can really tell that I am passionate about teaching preschool. And I'm glad that shows through, because it is absolutely true. I do this because I love it. I get goosebumps talking about it. I love teaching preschool. I love these little learners. They become a big part of my life. And I have students who are now in 6th grade, 7th grade. It's crazy. I was out to dinner the other night, and literally one of my former students who's now in 7th grade came up to me and said, Miss Kristi, is that you? Are you Miss Kristi? And I said, yeah. And she goes, I was in your class when I was little. She gave me the biggest hug and talked about how much she loved, sorry, make me emotional, how much she loved my program and how much she still remembers me and remembers my preschool. And I had a 6th grader actually last year who came, his little brother's in my program now, and he came to school with his little brother and a drop off, and he came and he gave me a big hug and said, Miss Kristi, I'm in 6th grade now, but you're still my favorite teacher I've ever had. That's why I do this. I love getting to make a difference in these kids' lives and getting to be a change maker so that they can go and have confidence to live their dreams and make their change and be these amazing humans that they are. These tiny humans are capable of so many things. These little learners, I want them to have fun and be able to do all the things I know they can do. I challenge them, I push them, all with the intent of trying their best. One of the things I always say, we have a morning mantra we say every morning. I'll go ahead and recite it for you. It's not as cute when I do it. It's way cuter when they do it. But it goes like this. I am smart. I am kind. I am loved. I am brave. I can do hard things. I always try my best. I make mistakes, and that's okay. I am me, and I love me. We recite that every day during circle time. Our students learn it. They know it by heart, and I love being able to use that throughout the day. So if we're doing an activity, and one of my students says, Miss Kristi, this is hard, I can't do it. And I say, sweetheart, you can try to do hard things. And I'll say, remember in our morning mantra, we say, I can do hard things. All I ask is that you try your best. And it's amazing what they can do when they feel supported and they realize, oh wait, I can try this. And then my favorite part of teaching, absolutely hands down favorite part of teaching, is the light bulb moment. When a student has been working and working and working at something, and then all of a sudden they succeed and they do it and they learn that skill, and the look on their face, that's my payout. That's why I do this. Happened the other day. I had a student who's been working really hard on beginning sounds, and it's been such a hard skill for him. And we were doing an activity and he got it, and the look on his face, I swear, the best thing in the world. I love what I do. I love getting to make a difference in these lives. Please come tour our school, meet me, come see our amazing program, learn more about us, read the reviews. I tell you all the time, I have preschool families all the time tell me, we're so glad we found you. I didn't know this school existed, and we're so glad you we found you. So I'm glad you found us. I'm glad you found our website. I'm glad you're here. Come check us out. I promise you will love the vibe and the feel that we have here at Tiny Roots Preschool.